Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Let's Keep It Real. You all, I am back with another video, and honey, Jeannie Mai, y'all, she's turning up the heat on Jeezy. He's talking about she's not letting him see the little girl, and now Jeannie Mai is turning the heat up, and she is saying that she is concerned about Jeezy's alleged firearms and denies any gatekeeping for their daughter. But before we get into all of this, in this ongoing saga with Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, young Jeezy, let's keep in mind that everything that we discuss is alleged and solely and strictly for entertainment purposes. So, Jeannie Mai is denying her estranged husband Jeezy's claims that she's gatekeeping their daughter from him, and amid their divorce, and instead claims she's concerned for their daughter's safety under his care. So, I've read a few comments about this subject matter, guys, and some people are like, well, you wasn't concerned before, but now that y'all not together, now you're concerned about the firearms being in the house. But when they were together, there was not an issue all of a sudden. Now there is. Jeannie Mai is denying her estranged husband Jeezy's claims that she's gatekeeping their daughter from him and amid their divorce, and instead claims she is concerned basically for her safety under his care. In court documents obtained Tuesday by the Post, Mai, referred to as Miss Jenkins, filed a response to Jeezy's request, whose legal name is J. Wayne Jenkins, for a hearing to sort out their temporary custody schedule. Okay, so they're actually in court now over the custody schedule. I'm just wondering why people can't talk and work it out these days. Getting the courts involved for just menial things is just a bit absurd, you all. The real co-host claims the put-on rapper's accusations that she's interfering with him spending time with their one-year-old daughter, Monaco, are false, adding that she has given him all the dates he's asked for, including an extended amount of time over Christmas. Instead, Mai has said that, she's concerned about the firearms lying around Jeezy's house. So I'm just wondering, well, how was this handled before? Because, Jeezy more than likely had them before, so how was that handled then? It is essential to clarify that Ms. Jenkins' insistence on reasonable safety measures being put in place, such as safely securing and locking away all firearms, have been unsecured in the past. Okay. As well as having familiarity and properly trained caregivers is absolutely not gatekeeping. So she wants trained caregivers. So, they've spent time with his family before. So I'm wondering of what caregiver she's speaking of. But rather responsible effort to prioritize their daughter's well-being, her lawyers wrote in the filing. Is Jeannie Mai being petty, guys, as far as, responsible, what does she call it? People to be able to take care of her daughter is what she's saying. Train people to take care of her daughter. Is she being petty now about that? I understand the firearms, but the other part, I'm wondering about that. They continue. These requests are grounded in Ms. Jenkins' genuine concern for the party's daughter's safety and security, especially when under the care of others and traveling across the country, and are reasonable protective measures, not an attempt to restrict Mr. Jenkins' access to their daughter. Okay. The Post has contacted reps for Mai and Jeezy for comment. Jeezy and Jenny got married at their home. This is just a little background information. They got married in their home back in 2021, March 27th, to be exact, in Atlanta. And it just says that they were looking forward to have their friends and family at the wedding and celebrate their particular union that they had before, just a group of family and friends, a large group to say. And they basically thought that this was going to be a happy union that was going to last forever. We all know that nothing lasts forever, but surely none of us expected, this to happen the way that it did happen. So at the end of the day, Jeezy and I really just want to become husband and wife, is what she was saying at the time. She said, so we decided to turn our original wedding into a mini moni where we exchanged our vows in front of our immediate family and a few close friends. The sole survivor MC filed for divorce from Mai in September after 2 years of marriage. They welcomed Monaco in January 2022. Last month, he claimed in legal docs that the temporary custody agreements are becoming increasingly less feasible. So basically, after they had this marriage and, it didn't work out, and then, they parted their separate ways. Now Jeezy saying that he wants to see his daughter, and it's becoming a problem. Do we really think that this is becoming a problem? Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it according to the court documents that have been obtained and, of course, been discussed. And, that Jeezy is getting some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Little restriction, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word, from Jeannie Mai. Is she doing this because she's a bit of baby mama that he, basically walked out on the family? Possibly she could be. And then some of her concerns as far as the firearms, that's expected, and that's a legitimate concern. Jeezy claimed that the lack of consistency, continually, and stability inherently associated with such a haphazard and fluid parenting time schedule is becoming stressful for the youngster. Okay, he said young. Y'all, he probably did say that, for the youngster. But all in all, like I said, they got married back in 2021 and thought that this was going to be this blissful, happy union. And, they had some family and friends over at the house in Atlanta and got married, and again hope to live happily ever after. And Jeezy popped up and gave her them divorce papers and was like, honey, I'm done, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore, and moved on, guys. And they out there saying that he got some other woman on the side that he been seeing and was supposedly, allegedly at the time, caught in Jamaica with this woman, but and just remember everything that we discussed, y'all, it's alleged over here at Let's Keep It Real, because we have not been able to verify all of this information. So basically this is secondhand information that we're getting, and of course I'm just discussing a few things as well. But yeah, so they said that he had some woman in Jamaica and everything, and Jeannie Mai, she found out, and she's going to include that inside of the divorce, when they go to court and everything concerning their divorce. And who knows, is Jesus gonna have to pay astronomical amounts in spousal support, and is he gonna have to give up a big part of his assets and everything, home, money, investments, to Jeannie Mai, if in fact she does she does prove, or is able to prove, that he in fact was cheating on her, so we'll just have to sit back and wait and see. But the whole thing with Monaco, the little girl, and everything about them trying to get the visitation rights and everything in order. It's really sad because this little girl didn't even, guys, she didn't even get to grow up with her daddy yet, in a 2-parent household. And I know people can survive, in 1-parent households. I get that, and of course, and many people have been brought up in 1-parent households. But she, like I said, she didn't even get to have those formative years of having her mom and dad in the household. And it's a shame that, they were not able to work it out. Jeezy, you basically was saying that they had differing culture issues and everything. And of course, you're going to have, some issues related to different cultures, because they're both from different cultures and backgrounds. So all of that's going to play a role. But they knew that going into the door, those are things that they should have worked on and should have talked about and possibly been able to reconcile. But, evidently Jeezy didn't want to reconcile, and he served Jeannie Mai with those divorce papers and kept it moving ever since then. So it just leads you to wonder, what was he really in it for at this point in time? And now, now it's turning nasty, basically, in the courts, and they're fighting over custody, and she's is not happy about how the visitation is going to be set up, meaning that she's concerned about the safety of the daughter. So to me, in my opinion, it sounds like she's saying that I don't trust him to be able to take care of the daughter safely, meaning with the firearms around, and what kind of people he's going to have around the daughter and everything. It's just turning it, like I said, into this big mess. But you know, hopefully they'll be able to work it out. But right now they don't look like they've been able to work it out, because Jeannie Mai is like her way or the highway when it comes to, you know, Monaco. Surely he's not going to have firearms laying around by his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He's not stupid or anything like that. And I do believe that it could be a little bit resentment at the fact that their relationship, marriage didn't work out. And so she's kind of bitter about that. So she's looking for any little thing, you know, to kind of hold over his head. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, this little girl, she's what? She ain't even 5 years old yet. So this is going to go on constantly throughout this little girl growing up. And so Jeezy might as well go on and get ready, and because it sounds like Jeannie Mai's gearing up, and she's gonna go all the way in, y'all. You know, for one, for, you know, her safety concerns, which I said are legitimate, and then two, she's still pissed. Shoot, it's just point blank period. She's pissed about everything that happened. So, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna rub it in a little bit, simply put. And he better be ready when it's time for that whole thing, when they go to court and everything, because she gonna be ready. She is going to be ready. But anyway, guys, what y'all think about all of this? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Let's Keep It Real, and turn on those post notifications so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I will definitely be back soon with another video. See you soon.